Hello TakeU crypto followers, welcome to our video. Today, we will be doing a technical analysis of Chainlink coin. Looking at the chart, we can say that it is currently moving within a triangle pattern. However, we can also say that the upper descending trendline breakout we see here may be a fake breakout. Additionally, we can see that the price movements are also forming a rising trendline from below, which is causing some back and forth movements. If we look at the middle, the level of 6.74 is significant. Why is it important? Because generally, when the price stays above this level, it tends to be in an uptrend, and when it goes below, it tends to be in a downtrend. Currently, looking at the recent volumes, we can say that the volumes are low, indicating that the downtrend has slowed down to some extent. However, if the level of 6.74 is broken downwards, our first target would be the lower purple line, which is the rising trend line. So, what could be the scenario here? If we consider that this is a graph and if the black line is broken, we can have a scenario where there is a slight upward movement from this point onwards after the break. Of course, the opposite can also happen. After lingering here for a while, there may be a downward breakout. So, one of the lines to follow is this one, and it should break upward. If we look at the downside for long term, it may be more appropriate to set a stop loss when the black line is broken downward. At the same time, looking at the buying zone, these areas can be considered as buying zones. Because when they reach these areas and receive confirmation of an uptrend, a buy position can be taken. Keep this in mind as well. When we examine our indicators, first let's look at the stochastic oscillator. It seems to have dropped below the zero level, and if we don't see an upward movement, we can say that it's not a good idea to take a long position. Also, looking at the MACD, it has also dropped below the zero level. So, it's heading towards the oversold zone. If we see that it breaks above the 50 level, we can open a small long position. However, it's predictable for it to drop further from now on. Keep this in mind as well. Finally, looking at the stochastic indicator, it's currently hovering in the oversold zone. The lines are very close to each other, so it's not possible to say anything definitive. But looking at the graph in a simplified way, we can say that one of the points to follow is this blue line. If it breaks upward, a buy order can be placed. And below, it's worth following the purple line. If it goes down and receives confirmation of an uptrend, a buy position can be opened. Of course, one of the things to pay attention to here is the stop-loss level, which is below the black line, my friends. We are considering closing prices here. There are still 4 hours left. It's not clear what will happen in the next 4 hours. So, it's important to be cautious. We have shared our buying and selling zone. If you like the video, you can click the like button. You can also subscribe to our channel to be notified of new videos. Thank you for watching. See you in the next videos. Goodbye. Hello TeQ crypto followers, welcome to our video. Today, we will be conducting a technical analysis of Filecoin. First of all, if we take a broad view of the chart, we can almost certainly say that we are in a major downtrend. As it appears, there are 3 points of contact here. Additionally, we can see an upward trend from the bottom. Of course, this trend is broken approximately on April 20th, and we can say that it entered a downward trend. Until this blue line. If we look at it, what did we base this blue line on? Looking at past contacts, actually, this blue line is important to us, and we can say that it is good for price movements to hold on to this level as long as it does not fall below this level. Because when the blue line is broken downwards, we can see that the price drops to the first target level of 4.65. At the same time, as we mentioned before, due to the breakdown of the upward trend, there is a downward trend. However, if it holds onto the blue line, looking at the orange area on the upper side, we can say that this area has worked as both support and resistance in the past. It has worked very nicely as resistance at the current level and has worked very nicely as support in the past at these points. At this point, we can see that it is in a resistance position. So if the orange area is broken upwards, we may see an uptrend in price movements. It is likely, let's mention it here as well. Looking at the moving averages, the orange line here is the 200-day moving average, and we can say that the price movements are currently being held at this level. It also coincides with the blue line. Now let's move on to examining our indicators slowly. If we look at our RSI indicator, we can see that RSI is currently hovering around 39 to 40 levels. At the same time, if we see a downward trend from this point, there will be a decrease in price movements. However, if it rises towards the 50 level, it is possible for us to see an upward movement again. Let's take a look at the wave trend indicator right away. We actually see a slowdown in the wave trend as well. At this point, we see a slowdown here, as it appears, towards the 0 level. As it approaches, the importance of volume in the first trend is, of course, not as significant as normal volume, but we can still say that there is a tendency towards an upward movement in the wave trend. Finally, looking at the Fisher indicator, Fisher has moved quite far from 0 at a level of 2.56. As we can see here, there has been a slowdown and a breakout in the upward direction can occur at any moment. If an upward breakout occurs, then this can be evaluated as a buying opportunity, so keep that in mind. There's no need to complicate the chart too much. When we examine it in a simple way, we can identify the supported levels. We can say that sell signals come when it breaks the resistance and breaks the support it received. In this video, we have done the technical analysis of Phil coin. If you like the video, you can click the like button. Also, you can subscribe to our channel to be informed about upcoming videos. Thank you for watching. See you in the next videos. Hello and welcome to our video for crypto enthusiasts. Today, we will be conducting a technical analysis of Hedera Hashgraph coin. First of all, we can say that there is an obvious triangle pattern here. If we draw it, it would be in this section. In addition, there is a simple point about triangle formations. When the triangle is broken upwards, it is expected that the price will rise, and when it is broken downwards, the price is expected to fall. We should also note that the price is moving within the triangle. At the same time, we have an orange supply zone here. If we look at this area, we can see that it has acted as both a resistance and a support in the past. As it appears, it is currently acting as support, and finally, it has acted as resistance again, but there has been no breakthrough at this point. Therefore, this area is significant for price movements. Even if the downtrend breaks upwards, we cannot say that a clear upward signal has come without breaking this orange zone. In the case of a downward breakthrough, the black line here, that is, 0, at the 543 point is important for us due to its past contacts. We can also see a contact in this area in recent days. If this area is broken, the first thing we will see in downward movements is the 511 point, and this level can be predicted to be around 0. 442 points. If we quickly look at the indicators, the Fisher indicator has created an upward breakout. However, we can see a bearish candlestick on the last day. There are still 4 hours left until the closing, but we can say that we have seen a good breakout in Fisher, despite the bearish candle, and that it is actually a kind of buy signal. The breakout is already very close. In a few days, the triangle here will break out, and we will share what kind of position we need to take to reach 10 in our next video. In addition, looking at the RSI indicator, we can say that the RSI is currently oscillating around 40. Therefore, the RSI is indecisive. As can be seen, while the price movements are declining, the RSI has also decreased, but the decline has slowed down a bit. So this cannot be considered as a positive divergence. However, we may have a chance to see a positive divergence again in the coming days. That's why we need to be careful. We can say that we need to follow the chart well and click on the buy order at a nice point. Finally, looking at the wave trend indicator, we can see that the volume is really approaching 0 nicely. At this point, the lines have come very close to each other, and a breakout can occur at any moment. If there is an upward breakout in the wave trend again, we can interpret it as another buy signal. We have shared where we can buy and sell with you. In this video, we have shared the technical analysis of Barcoin with you. If you like the video, you can click the like button. You can subscribe to our channel to be informed about future videos. Thank you for watching. See you in the next videos. Hello TEQ crypto followers, welcome to our video. In this video, we will be conducting a technical analysis of VECHAIN coin. First of all, when we look at the price movements, we can see that the blue line has been broken downwards and there has been a volume increase almost above the average on the last day. Therefore, we can say that there is a rising volume. This blue line is important for us because it has been used as support before. It breaks the support at this point and even creates a breakthrough in some places. And at the points where it is used as resistance, it cannot break and turns downwards, and breaks it in the second attempt. So we can say that it is actually a strong line and we cannot say that a downward break has occurred yet. Because there are still about 4 hours until the closing. The important thing here is that if the blue line is broken downwards, it can drop to the first target, which is 0.1940. Because there is really almost no support or resistance tick in between. If we consider this section, at least the level of 2.079 may be a temporary support point. Therefore, it may be useful to be careful and add just the position carefully. At the same time, we see a rising trend that has been broken downwards. However, we also see a falling trend on the upper side. If we look at the orange line, one of the points where the price movements can rise is when the upward direction of the orange line is broken. So we can also say that we may see an increase in price movements when the orange line is broken upwards. If we look at our indicators along with your comments, and specifically at the Fisher indicator, we can see that there is no indication of a breakout yet. In other words, there is no upward momentum and it is still continuing to decline. It has even dropped to the 2.44 level, indicating that the downward trend may continue for a while longer. Similarly, with the RSI, the long-bodied candle from the last day brought it even closer to the oversold territory, now nearing the 30 mark. Therefore, it is important to be cautious. Additionally, if we look at the wave trend indicator, even though the volume may be flatlining, the lines are still diverging, suggesting that the decline may continue. In fact, it may be more prudent to analyze the chart without adding too much complexity. However, if we look at the moving averages, we can see that the 200-day moving average, indicated by the orange line, has also been broken downwards. This serves as another indication that we should be cautious. We have shared our supported points and buying positions with you. We have also conducted a technical analysis of the watch while we were asleep. If you enjoyed the video, you can click the like button and subscribe to our channel to stay informed about future videos. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Hello TEQ crypto followers, welcome to our video. Today, we will be doing a technical analysis of GALA coin. Firstly, we can see both a rising and falling trend line here, which creates a triangle formation. We can say that the triangle formation made a fake upward breakout in this area and continued with a downward breakout to 10, resulting in a downward breakout. What is important here is the level of 0.3609. As seen before, this level has worked as a support, and it continues its movement above this level, almost reaching it for the third time. Therefore, we want this level to break downward. If this level breaks downward, our first target will be around 0.3020. So, it would be beneficial to follow this level. Moreover, if we show the falling trend with yellow color here, we can say that we may see a further drop in price if the yellow falling trend line is not broken upward. We can see a red candle going down from this level on April 26. However, a small and volumeless green candle came afterward. We also want it to enter the rising trend. Because if it enters the trend, it will gradually rise. One of the points we can evaluate as a buying opportunity will be when the yellow line is broken. Now, if we look at the moving averages, we see that it is currently receiving a reaction from the 200-day moving average. This is a good thing because the 200-day moving average is really interpreted as a strong one, and as seen here, it has even received a selling confirmation behind it, but we can see that it was a fake breakout. Finally, if we slowly look at our indicators, we will look at the Fisher indicator. First of all, Fisher is currently at around 2.32, and even though there hasn't been a breakout yet, we can say that the downtrend is likely to continue. Of course, it wouldn't be right to make a prediction based on just one person's view, so it's better to look at the chart as a whole. Keep this in mind. Looking at our RSI indicator, we can see that it has shown a rise towards the 50 level. As it appears, it is currently hovering around 45.62. We need to wait for the 50 level to be broken upwards. If the 50 level is broken upwards, we could see a rise in price movements. At the same time, if we look at the lower part, we can see that there has been some upward movement. So, while the RSI has risen, the price movements have remained the same or even slightly lower. We can say that there is a positive divergence here, and based on the RSI indicator and the chart, we can expect a rise in price movements. There is a really good point to watch here, and it is worth paying attention to. If we look at the wave trend indicator, we can see that the volume has slightly slowed down, but there hasn't been a breakout yet. So, it is important to be cautious. Even if there is a breakout, we should follow the yellow line rather than the indicator. Also, considering the divergence in the RSI, it may be more appropriate to place a buy order for GALA coin after the yellow line is broken and we see the confirmation candle with the 6 signal. In this video, we shared the technical analysis of GALA coin with you. If you like the video, you can click on the like button. You can also subscribe to our channel to be informed about future videos. Thank you for watching. See you in the next videos. Hello TakeU crypto followers, welcome to our video. In this video, we will be conducting a technical analysis of the Crypto.com coin. First of all, we can say that there has been a very nice breakout on the chart. The falling trend has been broken upwards and actually gives us a buy signal. However, one of the points we need to pay attention to is the orange rectangle on the chart. As we can see from the past, this area has been used both as a resistance and a support. It has been tested twice and has not been broken, and it is currently being tested for the third time. There are still 4.5 hours left for the closing, but it has broken and fallen down again. Therefore, it is worth keeping an eye on the closing. This is an important movement. If we look at the moving averages, as we can see, the price movements are using the 200-day moving average as a resistance. As we said before, it has been used twice and has actually broken again, but since the closing has not yet come, the breakthrough has not occurred. The breakthrough of the 200-day moving average will also be a buy signal for us. By combining a few buy signals, it will be more accurate for us to place a buy order. The first possibility is the breaking of the falling trend, which is interpreted positively. The second is that we will wait for the orange line to be broken. The third is that we will wait for the 200-day moving average to be broken. After these happen, we can enter a buy order. If we look at the support points in the lower part, the first support point is 0.658. If the price movements start to fall, we can predict that it may fall to this level. We can already say that it has been going back and forth here as a rectangle. Therefore, in rectangle formations, which direction the price movements break out in will determine the next trend. We can say that the price of the coin will also go in that direction. Now, let's look at our indicators. If we look at the Fisher indicator, Fisher is creating a really nice breakout at one point. It's not really low at 1.43, but it can be enough for us. Keep this in mind, guys. Also, the volume on the last day is really high compared to other days. So, a nice breakout with high volume has occurred. Now, let's look at our RSI indicator. RSI breaks the 50 level seriously, and we can say that it gives us a buy signal in a nice way. Finally, if we look at the wave trend indicator, we can interpret this as a slight buy signal because there has been a nice breakout at the middle levels of the wave trend. So, we can say that there is a really good buying opportunity for this coin right now. Of course, these ideas are only my personal views. Therefore, you need to be more careful when making your own decisions. In this video, we have done a technical analysis of the Crypto.com coin. If you like the video, you can click the like button. You can also subscribe to our channel to be informed about future videos. Thank you for watching. See you in the next videos. Hello TakeU crypto followers, welcome to our video. Today we will be doing a technical analysis of the RNDR coin. First of all, if we look at the chart for a long time, we can say that there is a beautiful cup and handle formation here. We can also say that this is a bull formation, and we know that this is a very good formation. We know this because when this formation is broken upwards, the probability of seeing a price increase is very high. At the same time, there is a small shoulder, a head, and another small shoulder here. We can say that this is a head and shoulders formation. Actually, there is a reverse head and shoulders formation, I apologize, and we can see that this formation has been triggered now that the breakout has occurred. If we look at the volumes in recent days, there are very significant increases in volumes, and these increases are really giving us a positive signal. What we need to do now is to follow our trend line and track the price until the price movement breaks down the trend line in a downward direction. Holding on to this trend will make it much more enjoyable for us to go on and ride the trend. If we look at the moving averages, we can see that the moving averages are already quite far apart, especially the 200-day moving average is quite far below, and this is actually a good thing. Because if we look at the 8-day moving average, we can see that in the short term, it has turned upward, indicating that the price may continue to rise. In addition, if we look at our support areas below, the support level is approximately at 1.597. This means that if the price movements create a downward breakout again and break the trend line, it could drop down to 1.597 level. We are not looking for resistance at the top here, folks, because when we search for resistance, it can give us false results. We can make less profit and even lose money. Therefore, we should give the sell order when the trend line is broken downwards, and we start to see candles that give us signals for a downtrend. Now, let's look at our indicators. If we look at the Fisher indicator, it is creating a breakthrough near the zero level, indicating a buy signal. Additionally, if we look at the RSI indicator, the RSI is also rising above the 70 level, indicating that it is in the overbought zone and signaling that the rally may continue. It is important to note that we do not sell just because the RSI has reached the overbought zone. The RSI does not work like that. When the RSI reaches the overbought zone, it actually indicates that the trend may continue for a while. This is a small piece of information for you. Finally, if we look at the wave trend indicator, it is also creating an upward breakthrough in the overbought zone, indicating that the trend or the uptrend may continue for a while. If we are looking for resistance, our first resistance level will be around 2.779. The reason for this is the drop after the rise candle. As you can see, this area can also be considered as a good support zone. We have shared our buy and sell zones with you, but you need to make your own decisions based on your risk appetite. Be careful. Please note that investment should not be made based on the information provided in this video. We have conducted a technical analysis of RNDR coin in this video. If you like the video, you can click the like button. You can also subscribe to our channel to stay informed about upcoming videos. Thank you for watching. See you in the next videos. Hello TakeU crypto followers, welcome to our video. In this video, we will be conducting a technical analysis of INJ coin. First of all, looking at the chart, we can say that there is a beautiful cup formation. As you can see, there is a nice cup formation, and it may even transition to a cup and handle formation. Keep that in mind. Now, based on the cup formation, if we look at the upper part of the chart, we can see that there is an important resistance level at 10.59. We need to keep an eye on whether this resistance level is broken upwards. If it does break upwards, I can place a buy order and enter the market. Additionally, we can say that the price movements have been in an upward trend since March 10th. If it holds onto this trend, we can expect the upward movement to continue. In the lower part of the chart, we have marked two support levels. The first one is at 7.18. As we have seen before, this level has worked as both support and resistance, with 3 instances of contact. As it has worked as support before, it is likely that it will work as support again in the future. Sorry for the confusion earlier, as it has also worked as resistance before. The other support level is just below 6 at 5.999. This is another support level for us to watch. Of course, I'm not saying that the price movements will necessarily break through this level and rise. The cup formation that could be formed along with the bowl formation I just drew can also lead to a clear target if the price movements break upward again. Of course, if that formation occurs, we should keep it in mind. Now, looking at the moving averages, the averages are following a nice path, with clear spaces between them. Currently, our 8-day moving average has risen again in the last day and even broken upward. It rose 2 days ago and continues to rise, which is really important. Along with this, if we look at our indicators, our Fisher indicator has created a breakthrough. Since the breakthrough occurred close to the zero level, we can interpret it as a mild lower signal. Of course, we are not at the buy point right now. If it comes to the support zone during the retracement or if the 10th level is broken at 59, it will be more appropriate for us to give a buy signal. If we look at the RSI indicator, it has approached the overbought zone, indicating that the trend may continue for a while. If we look at our wave trend indicator, it has also created a breakthrough close to the overbought zone, indicating that the trend may continue for a while. We can almost predict it. There is really a beautiful formation. We have an uptrend with the bull formation. We have also shared our support and resistance zones with you. Our indicator workshops have given their buy positions now. The evaluation is now up to you, my friends. In this video, we shared the INJ coin technical analysis with you. If you liked the video, you can click the like button. You can also subscribe to our channel to be informed about future videos. Thank you for watching. See you in the next videos.